Hey, we're going to learn how to do this Valentine's Day lip chapstick holder. Alright, the materials that we'll need today is this hook 3mm. Any yarn, that's up to you, what you're wanting to use, what brand, what color. Pair of scissors, of course a yarn needle, and then you'll need this little ring so you could be able to attach it to your purse or whatever, to your key ring. Okay, if you want to, you can use this decoration. You can get these over at any Dollar Tree or any craft store for that matter. However, just keep in mind that they're already sticky. But I personally like to make sure that they stick on there very good. So I usually add this super fabric adhesive, which is my go-to. I absolutely love it because it sticks really good. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, as usual, we'll put a slip knot on the hook. We'll go ahead and do a chain 2. Now in that second chain, we'll do a total of 4 single crochets. Okay, next we'll go ahead and do a slip stitch onto the top of the first single crochet. Alright, now next we're going to go ahead and put 2 single crochets in each of the stitches. Okay, I will see you at the end of this row. Alright, once we get done doing 2 single crochets in each of the stitches, we'll go ahead and do a front post or front loop, whichever, single crochet, and we'll do it again in that same stitch. Okay, we'll do 1 in the next one, but we'll still continually be going in that front post. Okay, we'll do 2 in the next one. We'll do 1 in the next. And in the next we'll do 2. And in the next we'll do 1. Okay, that should be a total of 9 single crochets in the front post, front loop. Alright, for our next round, we will go ahead and do that slip stitch into that first. Be sure to go into both loops. Okay, excuse the delay. Okay, now that I went in to do that slip stitch, we're going to go ahead and proceed and do a single crochet in each of the 9 stitches. Be sure to go into both loops. Okay, I will see you at the end of this round. Okay, in this next round we will go ahead and do again a single crochet in each of the stitches. Now we will do this for a total of 12 rounds, and I will see you at the end of the 12th round, and I will show you what comes next. Now we're going to learn how to do this little flap to go over the actual chapstick. Okay? We'll just simply do a chain 1, and then we'll go into the next 4 stitches. simply by doing a single crochet in each of the stitches. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, next we'll do a chain 1. We'll turn our work, and we'll go back into those same 4 stitches by doing a single crochet in each of those stitches. Okay, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate all your support. For those of you that wanted me to do a shout out, all you do is just simply do either a comment down below or just, I don't know, share my video to any of your social media, however you want to do it. That's all you have to do. And once you do that, I'll go ahead and do a shout out of your business and hopefully gain you some business. Okay, we'll do a single crochet by going back into the same direction. We'll go the opposite way. We'll turn our work, if that makes any kind of sense. Okay, we do it simply long enough so it'll go over the actual chapstick itself. So if I can do a split moment real quick, we could sit here and try to count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Looks like there's 6 rows. Excuse me. Okay, I'll go ahead and continue and I'll show you what we do next. Okay, I just wanted to correct myself. Unfortunately, we're all human and we do make mistakes. So it's a total of 8 rows, not 6. So please excuse that count. Okay, once we get those 8 rows done, I'll simply show what we'll do next, and we're going to add that Velcro to the thing. So this way it stays securely shut. Don't necessarily have to have it, but if you have it on hand, feel free to use it. We'll just simply attach it by using the super adhesive glue that I was talking about earlier. And then we'll also sew it with wool thread. So then we can make sure that it stays on there securely, which is what we want, especially with the opening and shutting of the case itself. Okay, now that we have this now that we have this 8th row done, what we'll do is just simply do a slip stitch, and then we'll weave in our ends. Okay, here's our slip stitch. We'll go ahead and just weave in our ends. Okay, now that we weaved in those ends, I wanted to show you really quickly, just simply slide in any old chapstick, don't matter what brand or color or whatever you want to call it, flavor. See how it just barely fits over to the top of the lid? Well, that's what you're wanting to make that final cute little display, whatever you want to call it. Alright, we'll just go ahead and we'll simply remove this really quick. Now for this Velcro that I have here, I bought this over at the app called Wish. So I'm sure you can pick this up in any old craft store. So I just want you to know why it looks funny, but this is where I got mine from. Okay, as you can see here, it'll simply detach from an actual backing to it, which of course, see how it's sticky? Well, I like adding extra security to it, so I went ahead and took out my super fabric adhesive, and we're going to go ahead and add that to it. So this way it helps keep it there securely. And then we'll turn around and we'll sew it on, so even more added secureness. Because as you know, with the added wear and tear, it'll eventually, it'll stop, sticking, I guess you want to say. Okay, just be careful. The glue isn't going to be super quick. Oops, I'm about to put this on the wrong side. I'm doing the rougher end on this side. I don't know why, but I'm going to go ahead and add it on like that. And I'm just going to go ahead and take that wool thread that I was talking about, which is basically nothing but sewing thread. And now all I had on hand right now is just the red, but try to find something that'll be really close to the color of the yarn. So this way it's kind of hidden pretty well. Or basically, I guess, use white if you don't want it to be seen. You know what I mean? Okay, once we go ahead and sew this on to add that security to it, I'll see you at the end. Okay, now we sewed those ends pieces on, so this way you can have that attachment there nice and securely. Okay, next we're going to go ahead and add these hearts. If you want to, that's entirely up to you, but it is Valentine's Day, so I thought I would kind of do something similar to this. And again, like I simply stated before, these crafts are found over at Dollar Tree. So you feel free to add your embellishments or whatever you want to call it to your chapstick holders, however you want to do it. You just have fun. That's all that matters. Do you know what I mean? Alright, as you can see here, there's a sticky part to it on the other side. So just simply add a little more stickiness to it by adding the super fabric adhesive. Just add that little extra oomph. This way it stays still on the, you know what I mean, on the yarn itself. Add as many or as little as you want. I'm putting one on each side. Please allow things to dry, of course, but for time's sake I'm trying to, you know, rush a little bit so this way you're able to see the end product. And what I mean by that is the Velcro itself. I did kind of rush through it a little bit, but like I say, you know, kind of let things dry a little bit. And there you have it. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and do the ring, so we can add that to our keychain or on the side of our purse. If you don't want to, you want to finish there, that's entirely up to you. However, I believe you can get this over where you get your, I want to say where you can get your keys made. You know, over in the automotive department, like at Walmart and that type of thing, but I'm not really 100% sure. But I think that's where you can get something like that. Okay, just like I said before, just simply have fun, that's all that matters. However, for the attachment for the key ring, you can feel free to either attach it up here or back here in the back, however you're wanting to do it. I'm going to go ahead and attach it right here in the back. Okay, I'm just going to simply do a slip knot on the hook by using the same color. If you don't want to, you can use a different color. It's entirely up to you what you're wanting to do, like maybe do white or something like that. That's up to you, however you want to do it. Okay, I just simply attach it by using one of the rows on here, and I just slide it in like that. Okay, next I'll go ahead and take the ring, which, excuse my arm, and just slide it over. And how I do with that by just doing a single crochet at the same time trying to hold on to the ring. Okay, just fairly, you know, take your time, don't rush, you know what I mean, because of course it's going to be a little tedious with that key ring trying to move. Okay, I don't know if you can see it or not, but however, I did pull the yarn through that loop that I was just showing that I attached it. Okay, and just go ahead and do that single crochet. Whoops. Okay, we'll try to do that probably a total of maybe 4, maybe 5 times. It can either be in that same stitch or go into the next one, however you're wanting to do it, whatever you feel comfortable. I'm going to go ahead and do the next stitch and attach it that way. And do the same exact thing by doing a single crochet. Of course, you know, again, take your time because it's going to be a little tedious. As long as you do that single crochet, that's all that matters. Now I'm going to go ahead and go into the same stitch as that first one that I just did here. and add a second single crochet, which I probably should have just did that in the very beginning instead of making this little complicated, you know. But we're just gonna have fun here. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm gonna do a slip stitch, and I'm gonna leave a little bit of a room so then I can hand sew that in. Now, me personally, I try to take things into perspective and just try to think, you know, was it going to come off again, you know, after the wear and tear? So I just simply do, you know, 2 added knots to try to help secure that in there. Alright, we'll go ahead and I'll see you when I get done sewing it in. Alright, there you have it. Isn't it cute? A really nice, cool little gesture for Valentine's Day. A nice decorative piece to your purse or whatever you're that you'd be using. Well, I hope you enjoyed it as much as me help creating it and showing you how to do it. Alright, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Alright, bye-bye.